Hello and welcome to a new behind the scenes vlog. I'm back in the office and I have some good news and maybe not so good news. Let's start with the good news, shall we? Firstly, I have decided to abandon the strategy of constantly being ill. Yes, I've decided it is time now to be up and well and just full of energy. So that I think that's good news. Also good news, we are getting very close to the Amsterdam Collectors Fair. In fact, when you're watching this video, it will probably just have ended. So we need to prepare today, get some things in order so that I have everything that I need to bring to Amsterdam. Also good news is that we will be recording a few reviews. I need to record a few reviews here before I leave for Amsterdam. The not so good news here is the fact that I have a bunch of models laying around here and we won't be able to record all of them before Amsterdam. It would have been really lovely to do so, but that's just not possible. There is not enough time for that. But there are a few models that I really do need to record before I leave for Amsterdam, and that's what I will be focusing on today, apart from, of course, packing up my stuff so that I'm ready for Amsterdam. And then there's one last thing, but what that is, well, we'll see after the intro. Okay, so if you have followed the last few episodes of the behind the scenes, then you know that I destroyed my old drone. This is what is left of it. I know it doesn't look like it's destroyed. It's maybe a little bit dirty, but other than that, it looks fine. It is completely dead because it was fully submerged in water. I flew with high speed into a tree, and unfortunately underneath that tree there was a lot of water and quite deep water, and it drowned, and that kills the electronics. Yeah, so they're not built for that. How did I fly into a tree? Well, I switched off all the sensors because it does have sensors that prevents it from flying into stuff, but as I needed to record things or do recordings where the drone was flying in higher speeds than you can do in the normal mode. There's a sports mode, which is great, but it switches off all safety guards. So that's not so good. And yeah, I managed to crash it into a tree. It could not recover, fell into the water and drowned. So that's what's left of it. But I had an idea because, I mean, it has served me well. And I have this place over here where I have some mostly scale 200 models on display. I do believe that you can actually buy a stand for a drone, but I don't want to spend money on this now. But I was thinking maybe, you know, if we pull out the wings of this drone, and then we could maybe kind of hang it somewhere here. It needs to be hung somewhere where the danger of it falling down onto a model is not so high. But yeah, I wanted to try that. For that, I have actually brought this white, black and transparent to see what works best. So yeah, that's a little side project, but I think right now we focus on the reviews because they are more time sensitive than playing around with a dead drone. I did actually have a comment which I found a bit baffling in one of my last episodes of BTS, that someone wanted to have the drone, and I don't quite get why someone would want to have a completely dead drone. Yeah, if you're watching, maybe you can explain why you would want to have a dead drone. But yeah, for now it's ending up here, I think, as a gruesome reminder that flying into trees that are surrounded by a lot of water is a bad idea. Right, another thing, yes, I do realize that this place is quite chaotic, and there's a little bit reason behind this. And I've been busy with other things, but like there's a lot of packaging material here, and one of the reasons for that is actually, well, firstly, I kept it because I knew I was doing this giveaway for the 10-year anniversary of the channel. And I didn't want to, you know, throw away packaging material that I would end up needing and then just have to buy it again. That for me, yeah, was a bit silly, but I didn't quite know what packaging material I would need, so I just kept what I was getting in from other orders. And now that's of course done, but then I also knew that Amsterdam was coming up and I would be needing some for that as well. And so I will figure out now what I will need for that, and that means fairly soon I can start getting a proper cleanup. I need to set up a table over there as well. It's been laying around over there. I have the plate for the next airport setup that I want to do, and you know, a lot of things that I couldn't quite get on with because there were other things that had higher priority. But yeah, hopefully this will soon be a little bit nicer to look at when I'm walking around here and doing my behind the scenes vlogs. I mean, I am a little bit messy when it comes to these kind of things, work-related things. I kind of need my little bit of creative chaos, but it has, you know, its limits. You do also need to, once in a while, clean out properly and make it look nice. So yeah, hopefully, let's give it a month. Let's give it a month, yeah. Let's give it a month, not 2, let's give it a month, and then hopefully this looks a bit nicer. So what are we going to review? So I have a few models. I have 2 models here actually that I have been borrowing from a friend, and I will give him back now when I meet him at the fair in Amsterdam. It's a DC-10 of Condor, quite a lovely model from Aero 500, or at least I believe it's a lovely model. I haven't actually looked at it yet, and I will see it now. And then we have a 5 stars FedEx MD-11F, I believe. Is it an MD-11? Yes, it is an MD-11, and it is with the addition of a panda in the print. So yeah, a little bit different from the standard livery. So those 2 models I want to review, and then also want to film the review for the German Airways with the 75 anniversary year sticker from Herber. So those are the 3 reviews I really do need to record before Amsterdam, because the Germanwings review I want to release next week. That means the Wednesday after the Amsterdam fair. And these 2 I need to record because, well, I'm bringing them back to my friend. So yeah, that's the goal for now. Let's set it up, and then we can take care of everything else afterwards. So recording's done. The 3 reviews have been recorded. So now it is time to start packing for Amsterdam. And the thing is, I'm actually not quite sure how I want to do this. So I know that I want to have, I want to bring some packaging material so that the models that I will bring there and bring back can be safe, because it will be too much to have as hand luggage. You know, normally I would not want to check in scale models, but I don't think I have a choice this time, because I do also, if weather permits, want to do some spotting. I will keep an eye on the weather forecast. At the moment it doesn't look too good, and in that case I might be able to take the models as hand luggage. But if it is good weather, I'd like to bring my camera, and I mean, that bag alone is pretty much the limit what I can do. I could squeeze in a little bit of a few models in here as well that would be protected, but it will not be enough for the models that I will be bringing back. So given that I still do count on taking my camera with me to do some plane spotting at Amsterdam, I will need to check in a piece of luggage. And so the models will go in there, and of course I don't want them to fly around. And I hope that KLM will take good care of the suitcase and not throw it too much around, but there will be some handling of it, obviously. And that means I need to add something there so the models inside will be as protected as possible. All right, so if we take the suitcase, maybe like this. Right. So, if we are bringing equipment for spotting, then I will be bringing this tripod as well. It's not my favorite tripod for filming. I use it for the reviews, but it's not my favorite one for filming and doing spotting, but it is just a good size for when traveling. So this is basically my review tripod and spotting when traveling tripod. Right, I just need to take off the head here, and then it can fit quite neatly into the suitcase. Let's see, there we go. Okay. There we go. Now this goes here, that goes over there. Now the question is, what kind of box can I actually put into the suitcase? I mean, this, yes, but it's probably too small. That is too big. Let's see. Oh, wait, I have this one as well here. That could maybe fit quite neatly. Let's see. Yeah, that could work. All right, let's see. No, you know what? Let's try it. Let's try it. It might end up as a disaster, but well, we'll try. Okay, so that's there. Paper will also be good. Okay, so we have more. Some paper. Why not? The issue is, how can I close this as it is right now? All right, let's see if I can do this. Okay, I think one flew out, but that's all right. Let's close this. Close this. There we go. One suitcase, not packed of course, but at least somewhat prepared. I have the packaging material. Now I can go home, and I have a few models laying at home as well that I need to bring there. And then, yeah, I think we're ready for Amsterdam. So the last thing I want to do in this video, actually, yeah, we had the drone. We should try and see if we can somehow add the drone to our little setup over there. All right, let's see. So the idea would be we kind of maybe have it hanging like this. I mean, this this might be a terrible idea, but I think we should try, just so you know, we give it a kind of a send-off. So I have this super thin. I don't actually think you can actually see it. Oh, now you can hear. Maybe if I get the focus there. So it's super thin. Might be too thin. Well, we'll see. We will see. Okay, so now we try. I think if I put it over here, this might really end up being the worst idea I've ever had. Yeah, I really don't know. Is this a good idea or is this a terrible idea? Let me know in the comment section below. If you're still watching, thank you by the way, but let me know, do you think this is a good or terrible idea? So the idea would of course be that the plane models would still be there. Although I don't think the 747 does quite fit there anymore, but we can find a new place for that. Is this terrible? Is this a really bad idea? Move this a little bit more in. And then this can go here. Maybe this. I mean, if this really falls down, it's not one of the most expensive ones standing here, so it's not so bad. And I mean, I probably won't be back in the office until after the fair in Amsterdam, so if it has fallen down by then, okay, then it didn't work, but and it couldn't carry the load, but at least for now, yeah. And I mean, if I also start cleaning out this a little bit, there will be space for the 747, and of course I still have a 737 here, which I bought last year at the AMS and still haven't been able or haven't gotten around to review. So that's really a crime, having a model for like a year and yeah, not reviewing it. But okay, I don't want to drag this out any further. We have packed, we are ready for Amsterdam, and I really hope I will see you there. So thanks for watching and bye.